You need to know about an alternative for homeowners who are underwater and behind on payments that was not available until recently. It's not a new idea at all, but previously there was no way for anyone except large institutional investors and other banks to take advantage of it. It allows you to sell your house and avoid foreclosure by getting that big bank out of the picture. Of course, you know you want to stop foreclosure and avoid declaring bankruptcy, but have you discovered that the current short sale alternative to foreclosure really stinks? If you scroll down the page below this video, you can find out what lenders and realtors may not tell you. In brief, after you submit proof to document how bad every bit of your financial situation is and write that hardship letter, you then still have to find a qualified buyer who will wait patiently with you in uncertainty for as long as it takes, which may be 3 to 5 months or more. Either the buyer gets sick of waiting, or at the last minute the big bank doesn't agree to the short sale, and the house ends up being foreclosed upon anyway. Many realtors refuse to accept short sales anymore because they are so much work, and after that, they fail much more often than they close. Then, if the sale finally does close, you will likely be liable for the bank's loss or get an income tax bill for the debt they forgave. Your credit will take another hit when the short sale is reported. My name is Paul Manners. I'm the owner of Win-Win Partners Limited, located in Gulfport, Florida. I've been working with homeowners who find themselves in a battle with their big banks since 2003. Until recently, I've been able to use loan modifications or the short sale process to save homeowners from losing their house in public foreclosure auction at the courthouse steps, saving what remains of their credit and allowing them a fresh, clean start. Unfortunately, what used to work just isn't working the same way anymore. But now, what if you could get rid of the big bank? What if you could say goodbye to Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, or some of the other big banks that have strung you along all this time or offered you empty promises? Now you can. With my company, Win-Win Partners, I am part of a group of real estate entrepreneurs from all across the country. Collectively, we have done thousands of short sale transactions. We have now banded together to create a solution for this huge problem caused not by you and not by us, but caused by the big banks. We are sick and tired of dealing with the delays, unresponsiveness, the uncooperative and manipulative nature of the big banks. We are not going to put up with it anymore. Instead, we have created a system to get the big banks out of the way by using our collective leverage to buy homeowners' defaulted notes in bulk. Advantages of bulk note purchase over a short sale are: 1. We can get a quick answer whether or not your house qualifies to be added to the portfolio we're currently collecting for your lender, ending your uncertainty. 2. You can continue to live in your house while waiting for the deal to close, which will realistically take about 3 to 5 months. 3. The docs we need to collect to complete the package are easy. Note purchase does not require all the personal information, hardship letter, etc. that are needed for a short sale. 4. We can work with a second mortgage, line of credit, or liens like homeowners association, etc. on the house. If there are none of these, we may be able to pay cash for keys. 5. We promise in writing that we will waive any deficiency judgment, which is a real danger with short sales. 6. No further damage to your credit. Why make that worse than you have to? How is this possible? Big banks have long been packaging together tens of millions of dollars in defaulted notes called bad paper and selling it at a discount to other banks, other mortgage servicers, other investors on Wall Street. They do this in order to clean up their balance sheet and get these toxic loans off their books. Many times they just want to avoid the costly and time-consuming foreclosure process. With any bulk package that was offered by the big bank, it was always buyer beware. The buyer had to take the good with the bad and was responsible for cleaning up the mess. This created additional risk for the note buyer, so they paid the banks very little for these bulk note packages. Our group has turned this around. Instead of buying a package of notes that the lender puts together, we hand select a group of notes from across the country, 30 to 100 defaulted notes from a specific lender. We research each house, speak with the homeowners, determine their intent, and explain the process. Once the homeowner understands what we do and how we do it, they decide if this resolution best fits their needs. If so, we collect some simple paperwork and then package it with all the other notes from around the country and turn the entire package over to our law firm, who specializes in negotiating these large note purchases. This process takes about 90 to 150 days to collect the notes and then negotiate the bulk package with the lender. Once they come to terms that are agreeable to all parties, we close the deal. This is where it gets really good. Shortly after our bulk note purchase is approved, there will be a closing with the homeowner. The original note that was purchased, at a discount of course, will be satisfied by our group. The note and mortgage will be terminated, and the credit bureaus will be notified that the original bank note has been paid as agreed. Any foreclosure action or litigation will be terminated in the process. A new note is then created by our group based on a percentage of the current fair market value of the house. Once signed by the homeowner, our group will then purchase the property for the amount of the newly created note, thus satisfying this note immediately. You have now sold your house. Your original big bank note has been satisfied. The foreclosure has been canceled. You have paid off your new note in full, avoided a short sale or foreclosure sale, minimized the damage to your credit, and can now move on your own terms instead of being forced out by the local sheriff. Our group then resells the house for a modest profit, and everybody wins. Did you notice that at no time were you ever asked to pay any money out of your pocket? Because our group buys the notes in bulk, we get a discount. So there's no reason to ask the homeowner for any money. Our group makes money when we sell the house. It's really this simple. We buy the big bank note at a discount. We terminate the big bank note and create a new smaller note based on a percentage of the current fair market value of the property. We then buy the house from the homeowner for that amount, satisfying that new note. The homeowner walks away, making the best of an unfortunate situation. I know you'll have questions, and I'd be more than happy to speak with you about how this might work in your unique situation. There is never any obligation, of course. Please click the contact button or call the number below anytime and leave me your name, property address, phone number, and best time to call. I look forward to speaking with you.